Play the Percentages is the ultimate podcast where fame, glory, and percentages collide. Each episode, callers face off with our hosts, Mark McFadden and Gam Rivera, in a fast-paced battle of opinions and percentages about everything from movies to music, sports, and even food. Picture a passionate debate over who really deserves the credit for a blockbuster movie or which band member holds the most weight in a hit song. With unexpected twists and some good-natured banter between lifelong friends, it's the podcast where every opinion, down to the last percentage point, counts. Ready to join the fun? Tune in to Play the Percentages and let the debates begin. I've DJ'd probably 100 weddings. I was trying to think about it, and it's definitely a large amount. And you actually probably have officiated weddings.
I've officiated weddings.
Attended weddings.
Attended plenty of weddings. I've also DJ'd at weddings. I've taken some of your backup DJ gigs when you weren't able to make it.
That's correct.
I've helped do sound at weddings. I've been pretty much a part of every part of a wedding other than the catering.
Yeah. So we've been to weddings, we've been to parties, and we know a little bit about what we enjoy.
I've been to some bad ones, and I've been to some great ones.
Yeah, and this is a round table, basically, and it could help future couples. That's why I told Lucas, he should call in because he has a girlfriend, and it's a long-term relationship.
You don't want to encourage that yet, though.
No, not at all, but they could learn. Like an up-and-coming couple might be able to glean from this experience we've had at good receptions, bad receptions, and or middle ground. So, but
get a good job first.
Get a job first, because it's going to cost a lot of money. Do you know how much the average wedding reception costs, Gam? I have the numbers here.
No, I'm gonna guess 50,000. I don't know.
Yes. Well, you're getting very close. I was going to go with the per person cost.
Oh, per person?
Because that's what I had Googled.
Per person, I'm going to say $50 a head.
Okay, you're pretty good. Appetizers only is $50 a head. If you want the buffet, $55 to $65. If you want the brunch or dinner, $65 to $75. And if you want the formal dinner, $90 to $150 a person.
Now, see, I was going to say $100 a person because that's what I've been told.
Right.
But it seemed high because if you have 100 guests, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That wedding becomes astronomical. But I have heard that it's $100 a head. I don't even know why you gave those other options. I've never been to a brunch wedding. I've never been to an appetizers only reception. So I don't know what weddings you're you're attending.
There's new ways to save money on wedding receptions, which people need because of the price of wedding receptions.
Right.
So there's
if I could go back, I would have Twinkies only. Just like we get married as everyone's walking out the door.
That's it.
We hand them one of those singly wrapped Twinkies.
Right.
And we say, thank you for coming.
My wife is chiming in saying that if anyone wants to know what it was in 1997, we paid $25 a person for the local Levittown Fire Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that at that time was...
Which is a wedding I DJ'd. I DJ'd your wedding.
We definitely flipped the script on that one.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about these receptions because people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and we want to know. I always wished I could tell the bride and groom who are hiring me to DJ, like, I wish I could give them like some tips, like a wedding planner.
Right.
Because I had seen so many things go wrong in receptions, and I was like, oh man, if I could just tell these people, let's stop talking about the cha-cha slide and let's talk about what really matters. Like, you can't have your dinner served 3 hours into the reception because that leaves 1 hour for dancing. Like things like that are essential. And wedding planners know this, but not everybody has a wedding planner. And
we all know everybody wants to hear from the DJ.
Yeah, but that's when
everybody wants to know, what does the DJ think? Pastor, sit down. Mom and Dad, take a back seat. What is the DJ who I just met 3 months ago?
This is the moment of our lives. And we're hiring this rando guy to play music.
They want you to spin a few songs.
I may have been overstepping.
Yeah, you overstepped your boundaries
a little bit. But today we're going to talk about 4 categories that make or break the wedding. And what's the most important? The categories are venue. And we're talking about, the inside location. The outside can be beautiful, but inside, the food, what you're eating, the DJ, the person that's really getting the party going, and then the guests. And really by guests, I mean sort of their demeanor.
I don't know why you're explaining any of this.
Well,
I think these words are self-explanatory.
Yes, but I'm just bringing it like it's a little...
You said DJ, the guy who plays the music, and food.
No, I said
what
the guy
you are
who gets
eating.
the party going.
We're insulting the 3 people that are listening.
All right, here we go. We're going to break it down. I'm going to give you my percentages, and you will be blown away by what I would tell you.
Okay.
You'll be blown away. And normally I overspend on my percentage points as we've seen, but I am definitely going to overspend today.
You know what's funny? I'm going to overspend too.
Oh my goodness! So we both feel strongly about.
This is not like past shows.
Okay, so we both feel strongly about.
I'm just interested to see if we're. Yeah, I'm interested to see if we're going to land in the same spot here.
Okay. All right. Now here we go. You ready? Mm-hmm. This is mine. I'm going to give it to you right now, and I'm going to type it in. Venue is going to be. I'm going to type it in because all the callers are going to give us their opinion soon, and I want to keep track of this. That's why I'm.
You're not going to remember your own opinion.
It's math. It's a lot of math for me.
All right.
Venue, and I want to give it 5%. Venue for me is 10%, and I would give it 5, but I'm giving it 10 because obviously you don't want to be, in a dump. All right, food. You will be shocked at this one. You're going to be shocked.
All right, maybe you might want to explain what food is again. All right, good. Let me be shocked.
You're going to be blown to smithereens.
I don't think I am.
As we used to say on the playground. You ready?
Yeah.
Food, 10%.
And
I love food.
I know. I'm not shocked by it because I knew you were building it up that way because I know you love food, and you would think that I would assume you would have a high percentage.
All right.
And let me also say, I do think that's dumb for you because this man won't eat at a wedding. I don't know if I've ever seen you eat at a wedding other than your own wedding.
What do you mean by that?
You hate every piece of food at every event I've ever gone to.
No, I'm picky. I don't like sometimes.
That's a nice way of saying that you don't like a lot of foods.
No, yes, that's a nice way of saying it. But like, I would order chicken. And I would think, okay, I picked chicken for the wedding. But then the chicken comes out and has like a sauce on it or a glaze or onions on it.
Which it usually does at a wedding.
Right, and then I'm out. I can't, I need it like more plain.
Exactly.
But
that's what I'm saying.
I didn't try to factor that in.
It's not just weddings. I've seen it at many, many events.
But I've been to weddings where I could eat food and I could appreciate.
I haven't seen it.
And really, I think a lot of people, if they're talking about a wedding, they'll say, oh man, that was great food at that wedding. Like the food is memorable.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking specifically about you.
Yes.
If you go to a wedding where Mark McFadden is at, follow him after the wedding. I guarantee you he's going somewhere to get something to eat. Guarantee it.
That's definitely possible. I've been to ones where it was great.
And you just don't remember the great ones.
No, I do remember the great ones. There was one with the mashed potato bar. Remember the mashed potato bar?
I do remember the mashed potato bar.
The mashed potato bar was like walking in.
If you've never had a mashed potato bar, I know you're laughing because that sounds ridiculous, but it is. I will give him credit. It's all that's hyped up to be.
Yes, and I didn't even know that existed in the world until that moment.
I was just at shout out Samantha. I was just at Samantha's wedding.
Okay.
And they had a mashed potato bar and a mac and cheese bar.
Oh my Lord.
But if you get married somewhere and they have a mashed potato bar, I highly recommend you do it.
All right. I'm going to jump now to guests, which I've already explained to you.
The people who come to your event.
That's correct. And I am going to put guests at 40%.
Okay.
Because I have DJ'd weddings where people really wanted to party and celebrate, and other people were just wet blankets, leaving early, which is, I'm saying, a great DJ can fail if the crowd is not
But we're not talking about whether or not these things can fail or not. We're saying that what holds the most importance.
Yeah, I think it's crowd and DJ.
If you could wave your magic wand and make one of these things the best, it sounds like it would be DJ.
Do you know that
I'm just trying to make it sound like you screwed up your rankings again.
No, I'm. This
this is the most conviction you've felt.
This is the most conviction I've ever had on the rankings.
Right.
Because in the first show, I wanted to change my rankings. Like I thought we could
immediately.
I thought we could slide them back and forth, but we couldn't.
I could go back, and I bet you would too. Did you stay for your whole thing?
Did I stay for my whole reception?
Yeah.
My reception? Yes.
I don't remember that.
What do you
okay.
mean? You think
Either
I left
way,
early?
If I could go back and do it again, I would leave early.
The bride and groom. I mean, sometimes they leave a few minutes early.
No, I'm talking like 3 hours early. We actually.
You're just going to disappear from the wedding?
Fun fact. Holly, we all know she doesn't stay up late ever.
Right.
Holly actually spoke to me about us leaving early. And I was the one who said we can't. And I didn't stay because I wanted to stay. I said we can't disappoint our guests.
Right.
I gave 5% to venue.
Wow.
5% to venue.
I was going to do it. I didn't have the guts.
Because I would have given it 0.
Wow.
It could have gotten its first 0, but I have seen weddings where the venue played a huge part.
Okay.
I was at a wedding where the cake cutting, everyone was just standing around, and the people whose marriage this is, they remember this. I was the MC. They told me the cake was ready to be cut. I announced the cake cutting. Everyone came and stood around the cake, and they didn't have a knife.
I remember this. Yes,
and no one knew where a knife was. And so I, as the MC with the microphone, walked into the kitchen.
Oh my Lord!
And grabbed one of the women and said, "Can you please? I need a knife." And she's searching. They have those big metal drawers.
Right.
And you can hear all the things. And I said, "There's a knife right there. That's perfectly fine." No. We have a cake knife. Now, there goes another knife right there. That's
everyone's waiting. I remember because I was out there waiting.
Yeah, everyone's outside waiting, and she's looking for this cake knife. She's bypassing all these 10 knives that we saw. And by the time I'm like, just give me that knife. And I run outside with the knife, and they're cutting the cake with like a plastic spork or something like that. It was horrible. Anyway, the venue can definitely play a part, but I'll explain more when I get to the end here.
Okay.
So now, my next one is going to be with 10% food.
All right, 10% food. Yeah. And we agree.
We agree.
Which is rare.
We agree.
Yes.
10% food, again.
Wow.
It's usually not that memorable.
Right.
I honestly, I was making fun of you because you're like that with everything, but at weddings, I don't prefer their food. They usually, I think what you were going for when you said they put a glaze on it or a sauce on it is really they overdo it. They try to make it too fancy, and it doesn't taste good anymore. Yeah. The best wedding I ever went to, they had the reception in the basement of the church. Some old ladies at the church cooked some Puerto Rican food, and we loved it. It wasn't catered by some fancy restaurant. Right. It was just good old-fashioned Puerto Rican food.
Yeah.
At the top spot,
between
DJ and guests.
Wait, hold on a second. I think I got a thing here. Okay, go ahead.
That's him searching for a sound effect. At the top spot with our biggest percentage on one thing ever, 70%.
Oh my! Wait a minute. 70%?
I'm giving 70%.
Oh, my Lord.
I really wanted to emphasize how much this thing meant and how little the other three. Because if you realize, that means the other thing's only getting 15%.
It's DJ or guests.
At 70% guests.
Oh, my
70%.
gosh. I can't believe you're not going DJ.
Yes, I'm going to show you what. Go ahead, put 15%.
What? I can't even type it.
I give you 15% to the DJ.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Listen, you're going to agree with me, as you always do when I'm done explaining here. The DJ, I give 15% because I wanted to put him or her. We live in in 2025 now. DJ, or they, them. The DJ... I have seen make or break a wedding. I've seen where the DJ does get everybody going. I feel like when I MC, I try to find that fine line of keeping everybody energized and interested and into it,
All right.
cracking jokes and doing things like that. But I've also seen the DJ, like you said, go the opposite direction where he's totally killing the entire vibe. And not just because of lack of energy. Have you ever had a DJ that's that too much energy?
Yeah, I saw a DJ once. I think about this all the time, maybe once a day. And I saw a DJ at a Sweet 16 party, which is, it's just a bunch of teenagers, right?
Right.
And some older people, parents and grandparents. Not a big party. And this is they brought in like a DJ who was like a club DJ.
Right.
You know who I'm talking about. And after each song he would play, no one was on the dance floor. He's like, and he would get on the mic and go, I don't know why no one's dancing. I don't know what I have to do up here. And he was getting
I think I know who you're talking about.
you know
Was this in a backyard?
No,
Oh,
this
then I
was
don't
a
know
little
the
song, but you know the person. And so they play a song, no one's dancing, because obviously it was like club music that no one's familiar with unless you're at clubs, right? And you're not playing anything you'd hear from the radio in the past 50 years. And then no one fills the floor, and you go, I don't know what I have to do with you people to get you to dance.
I was at a wedding like that too.
He's saying things like that in between.
The one I'm talking about, I didn't know if you were there or not. Was in a backyard, and it was a kid's graduation party.
Okay.
And he was playing like some of the filthiest hip hop, like
Right.
same thing. I think he was like a club and like a
Okay.
hip hop, a club DJ in a hip hop club is playing like filthy. Their grandparents are there. There's
Yeah.
little kids running
got it.
around,
You
and then he would curse on the microphone too. Like, yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah,
It was pretty,
so-
but the same thing. He was mad, and that's the problem with you DJs. And
Right.
you even said it yourself, even though you don't go the
I would
extreme.
never
No,
do
but
that.
you don't like when they're not dancing. You try very much to get them dancing, and it's like,
it does hurt your pride
yeah,
a
it
little
shouldn't.
bit.
It has nothing
It's like,
to do
I
with
can't
you.
get these people out on the dance.
It has nothing to do with you. And
Yeah.
there's a certain point where you, as the DJ, have to be experienced enough to realize
I can't.
this is
nothing I
not the
can do.
room.
Yeah.
I will say, there is nothing more disappointing than asking everyone to make some noise and no one
some
makes
noise.
noise. Or they make
Yeah.
a little noise.
Make some noise.
Yeah. And so, to end it all off, which is why you, I think, will agree with me, I am of the belief, wedding or any celebration or event, the guests are who makes or breaks
I
an event.
can't-
I'm going to tell you why.
All right.
Because if the guests, you were talking about, that's why I was saying you were over-explaining.
Yes.
You were talking about if the guests are duds, right? If they're
Right,
duds,
yeah, they're
then
not
they.
fun.
What I'm saying is, if you've got guests with the right attitude, they can overcome all those things. You can have a bad DJ, bad food, and bad venue, and they will still have a good time. And if they're having a good time,
man.
that party will have a good time, and that party will be memorable. The same on the flip side, if you have those people who just, the Eeyores of the world, and you could have the best DJ, best food, best venue, and guess what? You're gonna have a bunch of sour puss faces in the audience.
All right. I want to turn the recording. I want to turn the recording off for this next part. All right, because I don't want this to be documented.
This is off the record.
All right, Gam Rivera, you are absolutely right.
Yes.
And I have misjudged because what you just said was so much wisdom. It's true.
Wisdom. I got wisdom.
I have
Nice.
you're right. I have been to weddings with bad DJs,
Yeah.
really bad DJs playing terrible songs. And I remember dancing wildly with people that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
All right, we got.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. This is cool, Jill Walker. Our lifelong.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's our lifelong friend Jill Walker here, who we have paid to call in. So we had at least one caller today. We'll be Venmoing her at least $5 for this participation.
I know what she's gonna say is the most important.
Really?
So hold on. I knew what you were gonna say, Gam.
Of course.
I knew before we even started what your percentage was gonna be. I didn't know exactly, but I knew what was gonna be the highest.
Because she's a long-time listener, guys.
That's right.
I am. I
been
listen
listening
to
to-
all the podcasts.
She's been listening to this podcast for 30 years. All right,
All right, let's hear your percentage,
All right.
and try to save the biggest one for last, right?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
But
sure.
it's more of a reveal, but it doesn't matter because then this requires a lot of math. All right, go ahead. What do you got?
I know. I know. Okay, so least. I'll go from least.
All right.
I definitely think the venue
Okay.
is probably the least.
Wow.
However, I like a fancy place.
Right.
I do like to look at it.
Yeah.
But I realize that I've had fun at a barn and I've had fun at a big fancy place. So I'm going to give it 15%.
Yeah, that's good. All right, what else you got?
Food. I think I remember good food. I will talk about, wow, that was really good. Samantha's, again, I'm going to shout out to Samantha. That mashed potato bar was incredible. All that food was great. And I'll remember that. So I think people go because they want to eat good food.
Yeah.
And good food doesn't have to be expensive. My brother had barbecue at his, and it was incredible.
Yeah, barbecue's
So
great.
it's not about price,
When you went to?
but good food.
No, I didn't go to her brother's wedding. But wait, you gave it 10%?
Yeah,
Did she give it 10%?
I don't know. What did you give it?
What food? Did I give food a percentage yet?
You were explaining it, but you didn't give the reveal yet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to say 20%.
All right, 20% on the food for Miss Jill Walker. All right, 20%, which again is
I'm up to-
it's above ours. We had 10% for the food, but you would definitely eat the fancy food that we might not necessarily.
I like, I
yeah,
do.
definitely.
20, so that's 35%.
Okay,
65. Okay, I am going to give,
just doing the math.
I have to. Okay,
I
so
know.
65%, 65% left.
Okay.
I'm giving 5% to the DJ.
Oh,
I,
you just deflated Mr. McFadden.
I don't care. Like, I like to hear music, but I don't want to hear a DJ loud, and I don't really care about the dancing. So
He's got a good point.
that's just not my thing.
Yeah,
If
we
it's
talked
too
about
loud-
the DJ having too much energy, but I've been
Right.
in places where they've overpowered
Yes,
that. You
yes.
got to have the right
And I'll
speakers
tell
for
you
the
the trick.
room.
Yes,
You can.
I think atmosphere music would be great. Like,
right.
and a couple, people come in and do
Wow.
speeches, or
Yeah.
a father-daughter dance.
Right.
I don't even mind live music, people singing every once in a while. I don't mind that, but like, I don't think that's the most important.
You-
I am going to go with, what do I have left? 60%.
You're, wait, before you move on, you're laughing at your idea of the laptop. I've been to weddings where that is what is there.
Yeah.
A laptop
Yeah.
or a phone. You've been replaced by a
Yeah,
phone.
I know.
Somebody plugs a phone into their thing and just plays whatever playlist they have on Spotify.
So that means you are sort of in line with the sage wisdom of Gam Rivera's wedding reception success. You're
Yeah,
giving-
I agree. I think it's so important. What am I, 60%
I
for
think
people?
you're at,
Because
you're at the what's he at?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
60%.
We got to have the play the
60%.
percentages calculator.
We have an officially branded play the percentage calculator coming to you soon. It should be an app. It should be an app. We got to make an app.
Now, what was your reasoning for the 60% on guests?
okay, so when you're at a table with people you don't know, it can be the worst.
Oh, that's another
experience
thing.
ever.
That's true.
We
didn't
talked
talk
about-
yeah.
See, that's why you leave it open for interpretation.
Yeah.
Because this has nothing to do with demeanor of guests.
Right.
But if you don't know the people,
yes.
that's pretty crappy too.
She's
and if
on.
you're at a table with people you love and
Right.
your brothers and your
Good
sisters,
conversation all night
that's
long.
a wonderful night.
Yeah. But if you're sat there with the family and you don't know the family, or you're with the third cousins. Laura Sparling from
Hi, Laura.
From Georgia.
All right, Jill is already too much.
Oh my!
Jill, we're
Oh, shut up. I'm
we
sorry.
introduced the caller. And then
Mute Jill. Mute Jill.
you're the color commentator.
All right, Laura. Laura, it's great to hear from you.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks. I'm
we're-
excited to be
We're
here.
excited to hear
Oh,
what you
man.
offer.
This is great. All right, so
Okay, I have Lander here too.
Lander
So,
was here.
we're
Oh,
good.
Lander's Laura's husband. This is amazing. This is amazing. You guys have actually, I've been told that you've been arguing these percentages. And I don't know
Yes.
if it's making the
We
marriage
talked about it.
stronger or not.
Wait, listen, so this morning I told him it was like the reception, and I told him the 4 categories. So this morning we talked about it, and I have my percentages down already.
All
right,
And I
let's
had
do
to pull out my calculator.
All right.
We'll send
don't
you.
know
We'll send you a
math.
free
We
free
need an
calculator.
app. We need an app. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, because I'm excited to hear yours. Is Lander going to give his after you? Because that would
Or
be
this is what you guys agreed upon.
Are you?
because it's husband and wife.
We kind of agreed on it because we
Oh.
talked about it.
So you worked it out in your own show. Play the Percentages Georgia edition.
Well, let's see if it's still the same because I may have. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
If at any
Because I don't
point-
know if our numbers might not be the same, but I think we agreed on like top to bottom, like what's.
I haven't worked any numbers. I just
Okay.
have an opinion.
If at any point, Lander, you disagree, you have to definitely chime in on this.
Absolutely.
But
All right, cool.
loudly and aggressively.
I can do that.
No, that's wrong. It's not what I said. I can't believe I married you. You're misquoting me.
Pretty much.
All right, cool. All right, go ahead, Laura. Let's hear what you got.
Okay, so from most important to least, right?
Either
Sure.
way.
Yeah, any way you want to do it.
Okay. So I put crowd as the number 1 at 34%.
Wow.
Wait, oh,
wait
she's-
a minute.
She's not even doing zeros and fives.
This is a lot of math.
Yeah, now you really went into math here.
Listen, I was thinking it through.
Okay, 30.
I did think I may have thought too much. But
No,
it's okay.
This
No,
is
we
great.
love this.
So,
No one's ever.
Okay.
Everyone's done like 10 to 5 numbers, but
This is great.
I don't know what the numbers
Yeah,
are
you're
called.
changing it
But
up.
you went with the 4.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, and then DJ is 32%. Because
Wait. You didn't tell us why you put guests at 34.
okay, for crowd. Okay, well, I think I was thinking of our wedding. I think is because we had a really good crowd,
Right.
but it was it was our people that we want,
Yeah.
But I think with any wedding, like I think y'all were talking about it earlier, like you can have fun with everyone if there's a good crowd. But if you don't have a good crowd, then you're not going to have fun. You're just going to want to dip.
That was me talking and Mark listening and learning.
Well, I learned that. Yeah, But you're right.
So I agree with that. I think the crowd's most important. That's why I put it. But the other ones are still.
And what about the
important.
DJ?
Okay, I put him as yes, DJ is 32% because if you have a good crowd and good music, right? We
Ooh.
agreed on that.
She's
Hey,
very
Then-
wait a minute.
excited
Careful.
great
about
party.
Careful now, Laura,
What?
because
What?
you know the DJ at your wedding was me, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Okay, that. Oh,
that. She said.
I
She
just want to
said.
make sure. Thank God
He
she
stayed
didn't
on
give
the
the
dance
DJ
floor.
5%. I just have said that is. I
No, she
appreciate-
said.
Yeah.
Laura, I'm going to help you here. She said, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about my wedding.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
I would have felt
Yes.
so bad if I got 5%
No.
from you. I really wanted to do my best. That's the only wedding I ever cared about. No offense to any other weddings. Well, my sister-in-law's wedding, but that was different.
All right.
But yeah, that was.
Let's
I really.
get back to
Okay.
Laura.
All right, back to
But
Laura.
that's where I'm like, okay, it is. We stayed on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Well, but we like to be on the dance floor.
Sure.
So even at other people's weddings, if it's a great crowd and great music, that's all I care. Like that's just the preference.
Right.
Okay. And then the venue at 20%.
Okay, the highest,
the highest
number.
one,
that's
yeah.
what I said, right?
Yep.
She gave
I
us
was
the
20, right?
No,
Jill, you were
no,
15 to review,
Okay.
but you were high as well. This is the highest number we had for venue. Gam and I
Yeah.
both had it low because we were like, you could party anywhere type of thing or be with your
Yes.
friends anywhere.
And Jill Walker said, I've been to a wedding in a barn. Didn't you have your wedding in a barn, Laura,
Yeah.
if I remember?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. And so I'm like, it's still important because you need to hold the crowd, right? And you need a dance floor. So, like, it's still important. But if you have a good crowd and a good DJ, I think you could have a good time anywhere.
Right?
But the barn atmosphere was fun
Yeah.
where we were.
And it's
I
not,
think.
and
the
this is
wedding.
another life hack. It's not, it was formal, but it didn't
Yeah.
feel formal.
Right.
The barn is kind of a good
Oh,
in
okay.
between. Like some people want to go, oh, we're just going to have a,
Yeah.
Were you guys sitting on bales of hay?
Yes. Well, there was bells.
It was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Nice.
There was.
Sawdust floors.
I was gonna say, was there sawdust on the floor?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
real deal. Like this was Georgia. This was
Now, when you were walking up to the barn, were there animals like outside, like horses or?
Oh my God.
No.
Really?
But I was at a wedding once on an alpaca farm, and you could go out and pet the alpacas.
You bring up the weirdest
That was-
things.
I'm just saying. That's
All right,
the
so
thing.
venue,
All right.
and so you're putting food at what percentage? Your percentages are so crazy. I don't even
can't
know
even do it,
how
yeah.
much your last
14%.
percentages. 14%.
14% is
These are the best thought out percentages
Yes,
ever.
You
in the
get 2
history of
awards
the show.
today.
thing,
All right.
like,
Our furthest caller and our most thought out caller.
Yes, thank you, Laura.
thank you so much.
What-
That was my goal.
What was the food? Okay, so food's 14, and why is that?
Yeah. Because I think, okay, so they're all important, but I don't think of a wedding right now that, like, even mine, we had barbecue at mine. I don't really remember
Yeah.
the food
Right.
Okay.
at the weddings I've been to. Like,
Right.
do you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, you can turn. Do you, oh, this is Lander. What do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I remember the atmosphere. I remember the people, like people being stupid on the dance floor and things like that. That I'm like, oh, I remember that. But when it comes to the food, I'm like, okay, we sat down for about 15 minutes
Yeah. I mean,
and we
the food-
ate, and then we went back on the dance floor and watched people act crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we eat the food. The guy that cooked the food for us, we eat his stuff all the time anyway. So it's not like it was something that, you know.
Ah, it's common.
Laura Lander from Georgia, and Jill, of course, and all the listeners out there who didn't call in. We hope you can figure out how to download the app. It is free. The app is free, and you can call in anytime. And we certainly will post this once we edit out all the things that would be maybe offensive to people. I
Or
guess.
unprofessional.
Or unprofessional. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll post all the unprofessionalism. Anyway, bye, Laura and Lander. We love
Bye.
See
you.
ya.
Bye.
We'll see you. Bye,
Yeah.
Jill. We'll see you.
Bye.
And that ends today's show. Thanks for being a part of the magic that is Play the Percentages. Tell your friends and family, argue at home, judge their thoughts, and then call in and tell us what happened. We love to hear it. Cam?
I even said bye with a southern accent. Bye.